Welcome to Thunderbowl Lanes in Allen Park, Michigan. Mike J. Laneside for Online Bowling Channel Extra Frame with the Internet Bowling personality Jeff Goodger. We've come to the championship match. Two veterans, Tom Smallwood faces Brian Kretzer for the title here in the PBA Central Region Players Invitational.
Yeah, you wouldn't get any credit before the tournament for saying I predict Tom Smallwood to be in the finals, but people should be more apt to make such predictions because it's pretty obvious, and he proved that correct here. Tom Smallwood and Brian Kretzer, another one of the top bowlers in the region. No shock to see him in the finals either.
Tom Smallwood, qualifying leader here, looking for his fourth PBA regional title. Kretzer looking for 14, both accomplished players and titleists on the national and regional scene. 10 frames of bowling will determine our winner. $6,000 to the champion, a free entry to the World Series of Bowling, and a seating and a berth in a special PBA RPI televised final on ESPN. We're in the famed Arena Bay here at Thunderbowl. Jeff, it's 10 frames of bowling. Let's crown a titleist here in the Central Region.
10 frames, Mike J. Let's go.
Ohio, our champion, will receive $6,000 plus a spot into the World Series of Bowling, as well as an ESPN telecast, while our runner-up will receive $3,500. Our awards presentation will take place immediately following. And when your arrows come up, bowlers, you may begin your best game of the 2013 Central Regional Players Invitational. Allen Park, how about a nice round of applause for our final two competitors of the day.
Central Region Tournament and manager Bobby Jekyll gets things rolling. There he is, PBA World Champion Tom Smallwood. We'll get things started. 10 frames of bowling determines our champion. 6-10, high. Smallwood led qualifying after 12 games yesterday. Took the top seed, earned 2 byes through match play. Defeated Mika Koivuniemi 3-1 in the round of 8. And then Patrick Dombrowski defeated in the single game semifinal to earn his way here to bowl for the title. Brian Kretzer qualified at number 3, earned two byes himself through the first 2 rounds of competition. Beat PBA Tour champion Chris Loschetter in the round of 8, 3-0, and then took out Brandon Novak in the semifinal to earn his spot in this Central Region Players Invitational title match. Opening shot. 9-pin. Little high. Didn't like the landing. Looked like something just off. Checking his foot.
Tom Smallwood casually peering on. So the match is even through 1 frame. Kretzer spare. Matches Smallwood spare. Now Kretzer coming up in the second. Try to set the pace here to determine our 4th RPI champion of what will be a total of 6.
Looks like both players having some issue with that right lane. We're on 9 and 10 here in the 20-lane Arena Bay at Thunderbowl. 9 and 10 hasn't been used since the round of 12 earlier today. That crossing over. So nothing much decided here. Maybe a little stick issue on the right lane. Who's going to find the look here and take this title? $6,000, free World Series of Bowling entry, and a berth in the RPI finals to be telecast for ESPN at the World Series. Brian Kretzer, 13-time PBA regional titleist, PBA Tour champ. And again, and again.
Very interesting, Mike J. Both guys having issues on that right lane. The approach and the pins not cooperating with them either.
Well, just some errant shots, a couple crossovers each way. Had 5 minutes to warm up on the championship pair, both coming directly from the semifinal. So I can't believe it's an issue of not being warm. But these guys are going to figure out a way.
They always do. The winner is always the guy who figured it out better than the other guy. Or most of the time.
Drift left, second arrow. And flat 10, messenger, no. Basically even championship match. PBA Central Region Players Invitational. Mike J. Laneside with Jeff Goodger at historic Thunderbowl Lanes, home of the original World Series of Bowling in 2009, home to the PBA League in 2014. Kretzer cleans up the 10-pin. Both players are clean. Both players are searching for their first double here in the championship. Fourth of 6 Regional Players Invitationals. Join us next weekend live from Hornell, New York for the PBA East Region Players Invitational. And again, coming up high, 3-6-10.
Smallwood led all of qualifying with a 226 average through 12 games. Brian Kretzer was third, average 222. And now both having trouble staying on the correct side of that head pin on the right lane. Kretzer simultaneously checking out the scores and loosening up the old neck bones.
Wide open split and first major error of this championship match. Smallwood with the 4-6-7. To me, it looked like he made the move and went a little deeper, and the ball did not recover. And losing count as well. Open frame for Tom Smallwood.
Chance for Kretzer here, looking for his first strike of the game.
And he gets it. Navigates that right lane that time without issue, and a strike for Brian Kretzer, taking advantage of the open frame by Smallwood. And now the first opportunity to double rests in this man's hands. Title match here, Central Region Players Invitational, live on the online bowling channel. Double. Takes advantage all the way of the open frame by Smallwood.
That's how you win titles on the PBA Tour, Mike J. You see an opening and you seize it right there. Tom Smallwood left the open frame, and Kretzer with a double, taking control, and now Smallwood has to respond.
High hit, crumbles it. Looks like the 4-9 kind of high hit. Strike nonetheless for Tom Smallwood. Trails by 25 pins to Brian Kretzer. With a double, can cut the lead to 15. $6,000 on the line to our winner, and a free entry to the 5th World Series of Bowling at South Point, kicking off October 25th. Sold out field of 240 players, including players from a record-breaking 21 countries. Smallwood, trailing by 25, needs to strike here to cut it to 15. And that comes up high, baby split. Good cover, clean frame for Smallwood. Kind of pointed that one up and in. The result is a 9-pin.
Kretzer walking off, taking his time. Little ball maintenance.
.24-pin lead for Brian Kretzer. We're in the 8th frame. 3 frames remaining to crown our 4th champion of the Regional Players Invitational Series for 2013. To join Tom Doherty, Dave Barris, and Chris Barnes. Drops him.
Shaking his head, but that looked pretty nice to me, Mike J.
Didn't like something about the landing, I'm guessing, but the ball was probably past the point of no return by the time the issue occurred. It was on line.
Yeah, he could have been reacting to a previous shot as well. But that one looked very nice from afar.
Frames running out for Smallwood.
Comes high again.
Yeah, that's just been this issue on this pair. And when he went a little deeper to try to correct the issue, he got caught with the big split. Max score for Smallwood is 200. Kretzer pacing at 206. Much needed strike. Kretzer stays clean. He's a champion. Flat 10.
Wasting no time and taking out the 10-pin. Kretzer now coming up in the 10th to finish. .201, his magic number.
Pretty shot right off his hand. Brian Kretzer, 14th career PBA regional title champion at the 2013 PBA Central Region Players Invitational. $6,000 first prize with a free World Series of Bowling entry and a spot in the PBA RPI Finals in Las Vegas.
This to make it official. Emphatically